Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Agymah, and this is my world. Okay, so in this video, I said I was going to talk about my first bad experience returning to Medellin, Colombia. So let's get started. All right, so in the evening of my first day in Medellin, Colombia, after I checked into the hotel, I was like really hungry because I only had like some food on my flight from Boston to Panama City, and then I did bring some food too. So I kind of ate afterwards before going into Panama City. So when I was at the hotel, it was more like about like 7:30 or so, and then I realized all I had was like American currency. So I was like, I knew that was gonna be a problem. So I'm like, oh man, all I got is American currency, and so I was worried about finding an ATM machine. So I spoke to the gentleman at the front desk of my hotel. He gave me directions. He didn't really know any English, but he kind of gave me some good directions, trying to his best to explain things to me. So I'm going to show you a picture of the front of the hotel and the steep steps there were to go down to the main street. And like I said before, this hotel is located like behind a couple of other hotels and a couple of buildings. Okay, so it's like kind of up in the back, and so there was like a lot of steep stairs that I had to go down to, and I didn't realize it at the time, but um, it was dark down there because as you go halfway down, there's like a driveway and there's no lights. It's just dark down there, and then you got to keep going down to get to the main street. So I just go down real quick, and I started walking down the street, and I'm looking for an ATM machine, and I did see one, but I couldn't remember if everything was in Spanish or not, and I kept like thinking, okay, I'm not gonna put my card in until I know, there's English on this ATM machine. So I kept trying to ask people and stuff, and there was no one that spoke English that was standing around. The security um, uh, that was there didn't speak any English. So I started walking up and down the street. It started getting it started getting later. So I was like, "Yo, let me just go back to my hotel and stuff because it's getting late and I don't have the currency, so I'm not gonna get any food." So as I started walking back, and now it was even darker, and I'm looking at these stairs that I had to go up to. And I didn't realize it was a lot of stairs to go back up to, and it was just dark, all darkness. So I'm like, do I want to go? I said, well, I ain't got no other way. That's the only way I know. So I started going up the stairs, and I actually started going like really fast up the stairs because as you started going up, it was getting darker because all these buildings and stuff in the parking lot, so it was getting darker. And I'm like, whoa, it's an excellent spot for to get robbed. So I'm like moving really fast. I'm going all the way up, and I make it all the way up to the top. And so it's still dark because there's buildings on the side, and then my hotel is like to the right. So as I get to the top, um, I started noticing that I was winded or something, and I'm like, oh, this shouldn't be nothing. I walk a lot, I run a lot, and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, something happened to me. I don't know what happened. Just all of a sudden, my view of everything just started shrinking and got small like this. And all of a sudden, I don't know if somebody had hit me. I was trying to figure like what the hell's going on. I just know that my head was feeling funny. I was feeling like I had a hangover, or maybe somebody just hit me in my head, and then I started falling. And so once I realized I was falling, I started walking. And as I tried to walk, I couldn't keep my balance. I was walking like a little child who's learning to walk for the first time, and I'm walking like this, side to side, and I can't feel anything in my legs, and I'm like, what the hell? And I just feeling like I was drunk or I got hit in the back of my head. And so I finally see a ledge and I sit down on the ledge and I'm still feeling like I'm drunk or something. And I'm looking around and see like, did somebody hit me or like what? What could have happened to me? And I was thinking because I remember there was a as I was going up the stairs, this guy was walking towards me. And I kept trying to figure out, did he blow something in my face or did he do something? And so I started hearing somebody, so I got back up and I started walking. Then I see a guy coming towards me, and so I started moving real fast, and I'm still losing my balance. And then I realized, and lucky for me, um, the guy at the front door had came out the hotel, and he sees me, and he's saying something to me. And I don't know. I'm just trying to get up the stairs because I'm trying to get in the lobby. I don't know what happened to me. And as I started walking in the lobby, I'm just going from side to side, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, he's talking to me, and I'm just like, and I just go, I gotta get to my room. So I never felt like this in my life. So I'm like, I don't know, I gotta get to my room. So I go to the elevator, I hit the elevator, then I'm out. Um, when I woke up, I just remember being down on the floor, and here I am, like almost 5'10", um, 202, 205. And this older guy who's probably like 10 years older than me, maybe 72 or something, he's like telling me to get up and that he's trying to get me up. And I'm like, this guy's not going to get, what the hell happened to him on the floor? And he's like pulling me, and then he got me up. He got me up, and I'm like, yeah. And then he put me on this couch. And I'm like, what happened to me? And he's like just standing there looking at me. And I think he was about to call an ambulance. So then he took off his coat and he started fanning me, kept fanning me. And then I had like a shirt on and a t-shirt underneath. And so I started pulling that off because I was just like, just out of it. So that's all I could think of was to take my shirts off. He told me to take my mask off. So I took my mask off. And he goes, agua. And he went to go get some water. And I just started drinking the bottle of water really fast. And my body started cooling off and I started feeling a little better. And he was trying to like, was asking me about my back. And he told me just to stay. So I just sat still. And then when I turned around, I realized that I had knocked over everything that was next to the elevator. This huge vase, these plants, and had pushed the couch that was on the side over and stuff that I was sitting on. And so all this soil was all on the floor and everything, and he's sweeping everything up. And I'm looking at him and I'm apologizing. He's like, so I just sat there for a while and I'm like trying to figure out like what happened. So I'm like, I gotta get to my room. I'm gonna go up to my room. So I get up slowly. I'm still feeling like a little woozy and drunk. So I keep drinking the water and I go up in the elevator and I go to my room. And luckily I had the air conditioning on and everything. And I just started pulling off all my clothes and I started feeling just a little better. Now, I should have probably got into the shower right away, but I didn't want to go in case I fall through the glass window. And so I just got in bed and rest and got some rest. You know, I started texting a few people. I started texting quite a few people and telling them something had happened to me. I don't know. And I just started saying, God, please don't let me die here and now. Um, and I'm just getting here and stuff, you know, and can't get in contact with anybody. And so that's my bad experience. My first night in Medellin, Colombia, and I've never ever had anything like that happen to me. I did not know what it was. I kind of was waking up off and on trying to figure it out while I was drinking water, and the next morning I kind of figured it out. So I'm not like a PhD or anything like that. I never went to med school like that. But a lot of times I'd like to go to, I think the site is called um, Web MD, and it's a great site. I usually go to a lot when anything happens to me. I like to just go in there and try to figure it out myself before I call a doctor or go to a doctor. Um, So the next morning, I did kind of figure out what happened to me. So I didn't want to make this video really long. So there's a part two, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. And you guys don't miss this. You definitely want to watch part two of this. All right. Again, thank you for joining me, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're a new subscriber, I hope you subscribe to my channel. If this is a content that you really don't care about, I do have a lot of other really good videos. Okay, something that you may like, and I hope you do subscribe. Okay, again, thank you for joining me, and take care, guys. Agymah's World. Peace.